one doesn't seek the Heisman. No, it's just the reverse. The Heisman, in its own marvelous way and in its own good time, becomes the suitor. A courtship that is among the most fascinating in all of sport. The Heisman began its serious pursuit of Vincent Bo Jackson in the Auburn, Alabama game of 1983. Number 34 reversed his field and ran away from the defense for an electrifying touchdown. And after Alabama had again taken the lead, Bo answered with a run that defied gravity. It was the stuff of which Heismans are made.
Reinhardt's Great Toyota Challenge goes on. The 86 Toyotas are here with challenge savings like never before, proving once again you can't find a better Toyota deal anywhere. The biggest and best selection, the lowest 86 Toyota prices. No other dealer dares to meet our challenge. We guarantee it. Car buyers, you compare. Car for car, price for price. If you buy a new Toyota anywhere but Reinhardt, you'll pay too much. Come see for yourself. Reinhardt's Great Toyota Challenge goes on. Eastern Bypass, Montgomery.
Surprise looks and savings are at Bargain Town. Start with sporty socks to fashion jeans or exciting print pants. Match these with the newest big shirt blouses, accented with a sweater or belted. Complete the look with boots, ankle or calf length. And for a real touch of excitement, how about hats? They're at Bargain Town. Need a jacket? Choose from our great selection of sporty or casual. It's all here. It's all on sale. It's Bargain Town. New and better fashions for less at Bargain Town. Your Christmas solution.
It is widely believed that Bo Jackson is the best all-around athlete since Jim Thorpe. The seeds of that distinction were sown in high school. His high school coaches knew Bo Jackson was special from the beginning. He had that marvelous speed, the mental toughness, and the grace under pressure that all the great ones had.
He never came out of a ball game his junior and senior year. He played every play offensively, defensively, returned kickoffs, returned punts, kicked off, kicked extra points, kicked field goals. And because of that, his stats were great for the amount of time he played. You know, he carried the ball 12 times a game and had 1,400 yards rushing his senior year, 17 touchdowns.
He played every sport except basketball. He led his track team to the state championship his sophomore year and runner-up finishes his junior and senior seasons. In baseball, though he was a natural center fielder, he was needed at shortstop, and that's where he played. They still tell stories about his power at the plate.
The center field, the field house, the little tractor house, he hit one dead over it. And I mean, it went over the lines or over the lights, and when it wasn't just a line shot, it was up and away.
And there used to be a big oak tree out here in left field. You can see it laying on the ground out there. Now he hit one over that oak tree. It went about as high as that light pole in left field. Here we went to an indoor meet at Auburn. And he weighed 218 pounds at the time, and he high jumped 6 feet 9 inches. To see somebody that big going over a bar at 6'9" is awesome.
How many events did he enter in track?
Well, you could only enter 5. And, you know, he held state records in 3 of those 5.
Will you ever coach another like that, you know?
That's doubtful. That's doubtful. You know, you'd always like to think that, but I'm thankful to have had him, to have that one.
9 of the 10 SEC schools recruited Bo Jackson, and several other major college powers, including Nebraska. But because of the way he was used, his statistics were not as great as those of the other super backs of his time, Herschel Walker and Marcus Dupree. Without fanfare, Bo Jackson decided to play at Auburn. Pat Dye had just completed his first season at Auburn. The Auburn defense had made great progress in that year, but on offense, they greatly needed running backs. Bo Jackson was what they needed.
We saw some things the latter part of his senior year in high school that, you know, showed you that he was a very physical football player, not only running but blocking as well. And then when he got into the you know, to the winter track season, the indoor track season. I think he won four events in the state track meet and set 3 records, I think. And you know, you could see that there is a guy that weighs 210 pounds at that time and setting those kind of records. So it was, we were very excited about him coming to Auburn, but, and another reason, because we really didn't have any running backs except for Lionel James. And of course, we knew Lionel was going to be as good as he could be at his size, but he was the only one.
No Heisman Trophy winner has labored longer under the glare of the national spotlight than has Bo Jackson. As Auburn began the 1984 season in the Big Apple's Kickoff Classic, Bo, only a junior, was considered the Heisman frontrunner. But it ended suddenly 2 weeks later in Austin, Texas. Jerry Gray, the Texas All-American, tackled and injury slowed Bo. The fall to the hard turf separated his shoulder. The 1984 race for the Heisman was over. As 1985 rolled around, Bo Jackson was again the Heisman frontrunner, and he made a phenomenal start in the opening game. 290 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. It was on national television for all to see. In the next 2 weeks, Auburn moved to the top of the football ratings. Stories were being written that Bo had the Heisman locked up. But in reality, Bo Jackson was nursing a knee injury, and Auburn was struggling to find itself. It was a long day at Neyland Stadium. The Vols were clearly the better team. And in the third quarter, Bo Jackson twisted his knee and went to the sidelines.
Well, it started, you know, in preseason when he incurred a knee injury where he strained the muscles and ligaments in the back of the knee. And then going into the Tennessee game, he re-injured. And it wasn't a question of whether or not he could play with that injury. It was his effectiveness in regard to the overall team performance. And with Brent being an outstanding one of the outstanding running backs in the country, you know, Coach Dye and Bo, and we all felt that Brent would be better with Brent full speed than Bo 3/4 speed.
Auburn rallied in the next few weeks, and Bo turned in some great performances. The Heisman race was becoming a 2-man affair. Chuck Long, the Iowa quarterback, was leading the Hawkeyes in a run for the Big Ten title. And on the day that Bo made this game-winning run to beat Georgia Tech, Long led the Hawkeyes to a big win over Michigan. Bo's most serious setback came 2 weeks later. In a titanic struggle against Florida, he suffered a deep thigh bruise just before the half. Unable to return in the second half, Florida won 14-10, and the stories began anew that Bo Jackson lacked courage. 2 weeks later, in Athens, the Heisman Trophy was seriously in doubt. Bo Jackson still wasn't fully recovered from his thigh injury, but as he has done so many times before, he answered a Georgia score and his critics with a swift and sure touchdown run.
Talking about Bo. You just didn't show much courage out there tonight, Bo.
Sometime during the Georgia game, Bo sustained yet another injury. The pain persisted during the off week before the season ender with Alabama. On Tuesday, X-rays revealed broken ribs. Bo wanted to play. The decision was made to let him go as far as he could. He went all the way, scoring 2 touchdowns. The race was over. It was then a matter of counting the votes.
So on behalf of the members of our club, it's my privilege to announce this year's winner of the Heisman Memorial Trophy. In the closest vote in the history of this trophy, the winner is, from Auburn University, Bo Jackson. Congratulations, Bo. Thank you.
A genuine wood and leather of traditional furniture. You can afford its classic beauty this holiday season with savings of up to 40% at Fordham's Heirloom Fine Furnishings. Save on an exclusive selection of Seth Thomas and Howard Miller grandfather wall and mantel clocks. Save up to 40% on all leather chairs, Barcalounger recliners, dining and bedroom combinations, plus lamps, rugs, and accessories. Give the classic this holiday season from Fordham's Heirloom Fine Furnishings on McGee Road.
This Christmas card from Shoe City arrived early this year, and you'll see it on all Shoe City's ladies' shoe displays telling you to look for their early clearance bargains. The clearance shoes are from Shoe City's current season stock and include dress and casual styles. Shoes priced regularly to $15.99, now $8.96 and $9.96. Shop Shoe City's low clearance prices on other groups of ladies' shoes, children's dress and casual shoes, and a special group of men's shoes. Now at Shoe City, there's one located conveniently near you.
I wanted to tell you you're making a rather serious mistake. With the reindeer, I mean. You've got Cupid where Blitzen should be. And Dasher, oh, Dasher should be on my right-hand side. I tell you, Mrs. Walter, he's stupendous. Everybody's crazy about him.
Well, Peter, I can tell you're a good boy. You'll get your fire engine.
Edmund Gwenn, Natalie Wood, Maureen O'Hara, and John Payne star in the Christmas classic Miracle on 34th Street. Now a new miracle for the first time in color.
Pazitz presents Christmas with style. What better way to make the season bright than with soft, snuggly sweaters, now sale priced at 25% off. Many styles and colors in sizes for men, women, juniors, and children. Wools, cottons, and blends in solids, stripes, and patterns. Sweaters, perfect for holiday wear or to put under the tree. Now at savings of 25% at all Pazitz stores.
McAdory High School in McCalla, Alabama claims Bo Jackson. Auburn University claims Bo, and with good reason. But in truth, he is now America's Bo, a true national hero. The Heisman Trophy will follow him all the days of his life, as it has the 50 who have won the trophy before him.
People ask me, how big is the Heisman to you and so forth, and really it gets bigger, I think, the older you get. It's a little bit bigger to me now than it was maybe back when I won it. Back when you're a player, you're thinking about the team goals, trying to win a Southeastern Conference championship and bowl games and so forth. And then later on, when your playing days are over, then you can look back and say, hey, I was one of those guys that they only give that award once a year, and I was one of them. So I think it gets bigger the older you get.
There was John Heisman of Auburn, Sullivan of Auburn, now Jackson of Auburn. That's kind of special, isn't it, Pat?
Phil, it is special, and I think you can probably gather by being here the last day and a half and through tonight that the Heisman to the winners and the people that are associated with it, it's a closeness. It's like a fraternity, and the banquet last night, the little dinner that we had, it's special, it's intimate, there's not a whole lot of us, and Bo will fit into our group very, very well, and to have somebody else from Auburn is sure real special to me.
What will it mean to him down the road?
Well, I think that right now he's probably a little bit in awe of everything. He's probably in a little daze of being pulled and having to go here or there, Good Morning America and all the All-American teams and things of this nature. But I think that, as the years go by, it'll get to be more and more special to him. You see people that come back and get a chance to be here. It'll be something that down the road is where he'll really feel how special it is.
Does it kind of make it happen all over again for you to be here for Bo?
Well, it does. Like I told Gene when the announcement came, it was something special. And of course, it seems like every time that somebody from Auburn wins, there's always a little controversy about it. But Bo can take it and the trophy and go put it on his mantle, and it'll be his forever, and nobody can take it away. And he deserves it so much. And like I said, some of the criticism of him was just so unfair.
You were the first. Bo is the 51st. What will it mean to him in time?
Well, in time it means he will come back to this, and eventually he'll be called Dad, as I'm being called now by the younger men. He will enjoy the association of a great group of fellows. We have a lot of fun together,
You'll never lose that title, will you?
No, I know, that's right. It may become Granddad one of these days, but I'm not sure.
Granddad Burger winner rather than Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
After the excitement and everything, he'll realize that the camaraderie that he'll have here with all the ex-winners and coming back, and he'll be following the college. It keeps you involved with your college activities and everything, and it's just for me, it's just been a great look back into the past deal where they bring you to New York and you're part of the future and everything that's going on. It's just like following Archie's career and everything, and then following Bo, and you're part of what is happening. And the Downtown Athletic Club here, they just do a wonderful job in bringing everybody and their wives back, and you get together. And so you come to New York and you're a big shot for a few days, then you go back home, go to work.
The Heisman Trophy winner always follow Bo Jackson also, because it's a great honor, something that as a kid you think about, but you never really think it's going to happen to you. But it does come true for some people, and Bo Jackson is one of those people. He's a special kind of person, and I'd like to feel that he's in a special group right now, because we do feel very good about the Heisman Trophy winners. It's been 51 years of the Heisman Trophy, and that's not a whole lot of people compared to the population of the United States.
David, in many ways, the making of a Heisman is a media campaign. It's been a long road. I guess you're glad it's over.
We're glad it's over, especially that it came out like it did, Phil.
Yes, it was a 4-year thing, wasn't it?
It really was. From the time Bo set foot on our campus, for the first time, his name was mentioned in connection with the Heisman Trophy. So we've been working for this moment for a long time, and I'm glad it's over. We're glad it's over, but we've enjoyed going through it.
In just a minute, you're going to find out how you can get this terrific alarm clock telephone absolutely free. So stay where you are, then I'll be right back to tell you more.
When you read Time each week, you know more. You understand.
Time flies and you are there. Time cries and lets you care. You understand the world we share.
Now Time is offering you more than ever. Order Time right now, and you'll get this terrific alarm clock and push-button telephone in one, free with your paid subscription.
Yes, time brings you closer to living. Time puts events in sharp review. Time brings it all right home to you.
Each week, Time takes you beyond the news to show you how fascinating the world really is. And now you can get Time for almost half off the cover price. Call 1-800-525-2300 and get 30 issues of Time, payable in 4 easy installments of just $7.49 each. Order now, and you'll also get Time's combination alarm clock telephone, absolutely free. This handsome space saver comes complete with snooze bar and automatic redial. Perfect for your desk or bedside. So call 1-800-525-2300 right now.
Throughout your world, throughout your land, time puts it all right in your hand. Read time and understand.
Hi, I'm Jenny, an operator here at Time. Remember, if you call right now, we'll send you Time at almost half off the cover price, and you'll also get free the Time alarm clock telephone with special features like snooze alarm and automatic redial. This offer won't last long, so call now.
Runners have dominated the Heisman Trophy in its 51 years, and I believe I understand why. It's the runs. Passes have a sameness. The ball always arches into the air and settles into the arms of the receiver. But the runs, they're never the same. I can think of at least 20 great runs by Bo Jackson, each different and each special in its own way.
So therefore, it's my really great privilege tonight, on behalf of the members of the great club, the Downtown Athletic Club, that I represent, to present the 51st Heisman Memorial Trophy to Bo Jackson of Auburn.
I'm the 8th of 10 kids, 5 girls and 5 boys. My mom raised 9 of us in a 3-room house. And that house, it consists of a kitchen where my mom had her bedroom, a living room which had a gas heater, and a bedroom which had a potbelly, coal stove, and twin beds. And we as children slept wherever we could find a vacant spot in the house. And the majority of the time, I would get right down in front of the little gas heater in the living room and sleep. And some nights I didn't have cover to put over me, but I knew that my mom would take care of me. And I don't care about all the criticism that people throw at me, because I know that I've had harder times. And nothing can take the place or make me feel better than what I experienced when I was growing up. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep the torch lit, because I know that these former winners, they've made big footsteps in the sand, and I know that I can't feel them. I'm just going to try to carry on the tradition of the Heisman Trophy, just like these fellas have done, and just contribute to the fraternity. It's nice to be a member of the fraternity, and I'm glad to be a member of it. I guess tonight this is my initiation, at least I hope. But it's an honor. And I can look back at this trophy 25 years from now and know that I have established myself in college football among the best. But it really hasn't hit me, and I guess once it does, it'll be a great feeling. I like to end my speech by giving thanks to the Lord, because just like I've said, and I'll continue to say, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for him. And I was in a teammate's room of mine Thursday before the Alabama game, and we were sitting there talking, and I couldn't sleep, and it was about, I'll say 1:30 or 2. We were sitting there in the room, and I noticed on his counter there was this little plaque, and on that plaque it said, "I asked the Lord, how much do he love me?" And it said, he spread his arm this wide and he died. And I believe that from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that you all feel the same way. Thank you, and I love you.